Well, then, if it's hard work, I'm going to have to do it.
I gotta do some stretching, man. This is gonna be an intense experience. Some knee deep bends, some side bends. All right. Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name, Dutch.
My name, Jules.
Dylan.
And welcome to a reaction video, a special edition of Curiosity Public where we're going to react to an unopened bottle. Now, normally we do our fresh crack into a new bottle on our live streams, but we saved this one because it's 32 years old. Officially, at this point, as of the filming of this, the oldest scotch that we've ever had on set.
For sure, for me.
What were you guys doing 32 years ago?
Let me do some math.
I can tell you, but...
Playing with Legos.
Yeah, I think I was probably playing with Legos too.
I could tell you, but...
You were working for NASA?
You'd have to...
Dylan's like 22, dude.
Seriously,
Yeah.
He was working for NASA.
Crunching numbers.
Let's just say...
Taking the
How
trash
was
out.
the moon?
No, let's just say I was already in the government database.
I knew it.
Wow. I don't know where that went. But anyway, guys, in this episode, we're going to be reacting to some 32-year-old Dewars. That's right. This is Dewars double aged 32-year-old scotch.
It actually says double.
It does say double. Like, I want that burger now. Like, In-N-Out burger double.
Yum.
I don't know a lot about this.
Better than Five Guys calling you out.
If you guys don't listen to our podcast, which you should,
Because you want to learn more.
Dylan's been ranting about Five Guys forever on it.
You
so.
spoiled it. That's it. That's actually the whole story.
Yep, that's it. I'm not going to say anything else about it. If you want to know
You don't even need to listen.
If you want to know what happened, go back and listen to all the podcast episodes. Anyway, guys, Dewars, blended scotch. You know, I mean, we're not offended by blended scotch. There's a lot of scotch drinkers that are.
Why?
They think it's
Why?
inferior to single
because
malt.
it's
That's
not.
infuriating.
I agree. I'm with you. I just said that we all are okay
cool.
with it. This is Dewars. This bottle
Hey,
right
marketing guys, you did it.
here. They did. Let's look at the bottle here. Isn't that amazing? Look at that.
Pretty cool.
That is an amazing looking bottle.
I mean, it's like laser cut cardboard.
Laser cut cardboard.
So you
On
can
the
see
back,
the bottle.
they've got information on how this was blended. There were two different kinds of whiskey, two different stages there with both of them. Then they were blended in the third stage. And then added to sherry casks.
Wow.
In the fourth stage. Could you hear me?
Oh yeah.
My esophagus is like, give me that scotch.
All I know is I was so attracted to the statement at the bottom.
The smooth.
Oh yeah.
Blended for ultimate smoothness. The one thing
Again,
it did,
dude. Oh,
it's
man,
very,
get outta
Didn't
here.
deliver.
it's very bright. And actually, when this was in the case, and the guy got it out for me, and he got his fingerprints on it. Oh. And I was like, oh man, Jules is gonna hate that.
I know.
You should ask for another one.
But anyway, this is a 375 milliliter bottle. Let's get it out of here while we're at it, which is small. I mean, half size bottle. Price point $150.
So $300.
So a $300 scotch basically is what we're looking at here. But you know,
A lot of money.
look at this beautiful. It is non-chill filtered. It is no color added.
Ooh.
And when you hear both of those things, and you look
Sold
at this
immediately.
bottle, you got to think to yourself, wow, that is actually pretty darn cool. Here, let's
Wow.
put that together over there. Jules, analyze the bottle. You're the bottle guy. You're the aesthetics
No,
guy.
I mean,
Isn't that
first
an
of all,
amazing
it's,
shape?
it's so cool. Yeah, it's a parallelogram. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so let's get a close up here. Look at that bottle shape. It is seriously
It's impressive.
impressive. It is really cool. The bottle looks great. I was saying earlier that this white with all the info on it looks kind of like a baseball card to me for some reason, like the back.
Totally. I mean, actually, you know, it's funny you mentioned that because, like, now even the sticker on there,
Yeah.
it feels like a baseball card.
So 4-stage aging, finished in PX sherry, small batch, 46%. So we're actually at a pretty decent proof for a 32-year-old scotch. Do you guys have any expectations?
Look how dark that is, man.
Oh, it's really
Look how dark.
My expectations are super high because it won the international whiskey competition in 2020.
Wow.
So it was awarded the
Where was
best.
that held in? Zamunda? It's internet. What does that even mean?
Best whiskey of 2020.
Look at the two lions.
Yeah, I mean, they win a lot of awards actually.
Dewars.
Oh yeah.
And the white label, you know, it's like
It's ubiquitous.
best selling. It's like a best selling whiskey, you know.
It's not that good. I mean, it's cheap whiskey, but this is not. This is not cheap whiskey. I mean, I feel this now, and I'm like, wow, this is a tiny little bottle. I don't want to spill any of
really
this.
tiny.
Let's see if we get a good cork. Really good cork. Oh, it's spilled.
Whoa.
Check out that
Keep
copper top.
spilling everything.
All right, I'm going to pour this one pretty carefully, guys.
I like the
'cause
weight. What movie?
I want to say indie, but I don't think it is.
No.
It's not that heavy. It wasn't like the King George.
No.
No. A different bottle.
God, dude, it's like cola. It's cola dark.
It is so dark,
Seriously.
guys. I want to make sure we get enough to get a proper
32
tasting in here.
years.
Oh, Dylan needs
That's
a
okay. That's okay.
little more. All right. So again, guys, this is just a straight reaction. This
You
is
saw that.
This is a fresh crack, obviously.
But it's a special occasion, man, because 32 years old.
Wow, the aroma
Got that waft.
didn't even get close.
Wow. So again, let's keep in mind this is not a review. We're just reacting to our fresh crack of this. Nose?
Just ripe stone fruit.
Wow.
Really,
know what?
really ripe.
The weird thing,
I'm reminded of like prunes.
yeah,
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's like prune
But-
forward.
Yeah.
but it's not only dark fruit.
Oh, no.
There is light fruit in here too.
There's a there's a
It's like
zest
almost
of
like
something.
rotting plum.
Yeah.
Rotting
Exactly.
plum.
But there's almost like somebody took prune juice and poured like white grape juice in it.
Yeah, I think you
There's
do
a
get
bright-
the
there's a
sweetness.
bright
You do get the
component.
You get a
sweetness.
bright sweetness
something.
on top of the dark sweet. And that dark sweet is what you would expect from, that sherry influence.
If there's any criticism, the prune / rotten plum is really overwhelming. And
I'm almost not getting anything
yeah,
else.
it's
I don't know. It's not overwhelming to me. On my palate, it's very nice.
That's what I mean. I'm almost not getting.
but you're tasting
you
it
can
already.
tease it out.
This is aroma.
No, I didn't taste it. I'm talking about the nose.
I'm gonna try the Jules technique. Like
You gotta slosh it while you're down.
I can't even do it because it's
Well, let's talk a little bit about Dewars, guys.
We're gonna have to see that on replay.
Wow, that's gonna be
Extended another 10 seconds.
before we get into the.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't taste it.
Okay, before we get into the palate, guys, let's just talk a little bit about Dewars. Like, what is in your mind's eye when you think of Dewars? What memories do you have? Because mine are not good. I'll be straight up about that.
It's like I don't think they're that pleasant.
I remember a friend of mine in college was like,
Oh.
Dewars White.
Yes,
And
I
we
think
used
I
to-
had the same.
and it was like-
we
it was
experienced
like a-
the same thing.
It was like punishment
was
when we were
nasty.
playing games. Like we're playing like liar's dice. Oh, what are you gonna drink? Oh, there's Dewars White.
I remember that too.
In the jug, and it was like that.
Oh God, I remember.
No
that.
wonder I wasn't there.
Yeah, because Dylan didn't drink back then. He was a pure.
Well, he was too cool for us. He didn't like.
He was off at his wine and cheese parties. Like you plebs.
He actually knew what charcuterie meant.
We're like,
It's like, just bring the meat and cheese, bro.
What, you guys are playing like quarters with
Right.
doors.
actually, I think we did do that with quarters as well. Yeah, when we destroyed Jeff's table.
Jeff.
Wow.
Completely.
What, did somebody like fall on it and like comically like flip it over?
Probably. But do you have any memories of Dewars, Dylan?
Yeah.
No, I
that's
told
the
you I
only
only
one.
had Highland Park, Macallan. Those were the things that I enjoyed.
Stop.
Okay, guys. Well, it's had a bit of time to open. Let's get into
go.
the palate.
I think Dylan already drank.
No, I didn't try it yet.
This is spicier than I was expecting.
It's not spicy to me, but there's this weird that starts off for me anyway, undercurrent then overcurrent of like mint.
I'm reading that as spice.
It's so crazy.
I get the dark fruit, but the finish is a little short.
Yeah,
So
short.
dates,
Yeah.
dried dates,
Dates.
dates.
You
Eat them.
One move.
I'm gonna
What
find that
movie,
graphic.
folks?
This is
Totally.
more like
I'm with you
eating
on
food
that.
than drinking whiskey.
I agree.
And I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it's kind of like you squeezed out whatever food you're eating. It's like the juice that's left over.
I mean, it's intense flavor-wise.
I don't know if it's intense, though. It doesn't feel intense to me. What's the proof on this?
46. 92.
90.
92. Let me tell you why I think I like this. It's intense on the palate, but this kind of sweetness, when I've had it in scotch before, has a tendency to become cloying. This is not cloying at all. In fact, I'd almost fault it on the fact that the finish is too fast. Like, I almost want these flavors to extend a little bit longer, because I think on the mid palate, it's perfect. When it hits the back of your palate, it starts to fade a little bit too much, and by the finish, it's like, it disappears. But I would say that enhances the drinkability for me, because I want to go in for another sip every time. So
I'm trying to understand this, to be honest with you. I think there's some flavors that you often see in a second maturation, like Madeira, or in other, like the grape brought second maturation stuff. But what I think, perhaps I'm trying to like put myself in their shoes in awarding this the best whiskey. Is it because this is not necessarily the kind of the traditional second maturation type of thing? They did it through age, perhaps, right? And that's why they awarded it. But
well, what I would say is that when I've had this intense dark fruit in a scotch, I've never had such a clean finish. Now, you might say that's a short finish, but I would say that sometimes that finish becomes cloying. The sweetness just continues and keeps building, and you're like, okay, that's just too much. I think this is extremely drinkable. Like, I could sit here and keep sipping on this, no problem.
Can I just say that the reason why I brought up the Madeira is because I wanted to bring up Springbank Madeira Finish 17 year. I feel like that would still blow this out of the water.
Do you want to try it?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Should we do it?
Oh.
Let's do it, guys.
Yes.
Blow it out of the water.
Okay, guys, I magically reappeared and have the Springbank. Springbank.
Delicious.
This is the 17-year-old Madeira, which Dylan has just called out. So this is not only
call
now,
out Dewars.
this is not only a reaction, it's now a comparison.
Yeah. The reason I did that was because I wanted to drink more Springbanks.
So we're gonna put a blue sticker on the blue Springbank bottle.
We are just here to drink.
All right.
That's what we do here, guys. We drink and we know things.
I know.
All right. Where's your shirt?
I know. I used to have that shirt somewhere. I don't fit in it anymore because I got fat during COVID.
I gotta say, the Dewar.
Way dark.
Dewars.
Cola. It's cola dark.
The Dewars is way darker.
Yeah, way.
It's like compared to Coke.
So now this Springbank has been open longer, quite a bit longer. So the Dewars we just cracked into. This was just going to be a reaction.
Oh, this is interesting.
How's the nose, guys?
That's
Dewars is
interesting.
rich. It's much more
No,
rich.
I think I like this more.
Really?
On the nose.
No.
Well,
I like the Dewars better on the nose.
yeah, the Springbank I think is.
It's a little bit almost acidic.
Yeah.
When you
You're
compare
right.
them, you
You're
know?
right.
No, definitely the
This
Dewars.
feels so mellow now.
Definitely the Dewars. The Dewars has that rich.
But there's the richiness
fruit
of it.
that comes
yeah.
through.
Yeah, you're right.
Palate.
You can't beat the age, man. You can't defeat the age. You can't get past the age. There's no
Okay,
way.
you get the peat though. on the
Yeah,
Springbank.
yeah, but you can't beat the age. What I was looking for is not the peat. I was looking for the richness of that fruit.
The dark fruit
flavor.
richness, and it's not the same.
And
The Dewars is better.
Dewars is better.
You know what I think could compete though is something that's more sherry, like
What?
a Glendronach.
Let's do it. Bring it. No, let's do it. Arguable. I thought I bought the 25.
It's not here.
Well, I gotta say, I appreciate the Dewars more now.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, it stood up to this easily.
yeah, it beat it.
150 more available, way more available. So $300 versus $270, let's call it $250.
This has the body.
This is going off the rails. Okay, guys, so we grabbed another bottle. We grabbed the Glenlivet 25 because our undying curiosity basically made us say what could hold up, what can stand up to this Dewar. So we're gonna grab the Glenlivet 25. We almost grabbed the Glenfarclas. In fact, we did.
We did grab it.
And Dylan actually has a small pour of it.
Oh man.
All right.
Dewars.
So this is on a yellow sticker. The Dewars is our clear, and then the Springbank is our blue. So
It's
Something's got to beat this.
Dewars hands down, dude.
Yeah, right?
Even for me, more so quicker than Springbank.
Quicklier.
I think the only thing that would hold a candle is the Glendronach.
No, I don't even think Glendronach's going to do this.
I'm with you too. And there's a richness to that nose. It just powers through everything. And I don't think we got it until
But
we
I've
tried to
tasted
compare.
this before. Is it Glendronach?
I think it's Glendronach.
You got to go get it then.
Damn it. Okay, so things are getting crazy here.
He made it back an hour later.
It's been a long time. But I got the Glendronach 21. Now, this is actually 24-year-old juice.
No, I think it's 25.
25-year-old. 24 or 25-year-old, because this is the 2020 release of Glendronach, and we know the
25.
The distillery was closed, and much of the juice is older than the age statement actually says. But let's see if the Glendronach in our red label here can hold a candle to this Dewars. We've got, let's just recap here real quick. So we got Springbank in blue on the far right, your far left. The Dewars in the clear, Glenlivet 25 in the yellow, and Glendronach in the red, which we just poured. So let's go back through everything here. Let's start with the Madeira Springbank. Dylan's are completely out of order.
What? What? This is Dewar. This is Springbank. This is the Glenlivet 25.
Yeah, but do them in this order, dude.
Okay, what? Why did you do it that way?
Well, this is the way it's been the whole time.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Dumb.
Okay, Madeira.
Madeira.
I mean, I get that kind of sour.
And the peat.
It's a good nose.
It's great.
I'm gonna add a Glenfarclas.
Wow, Dylan with the audible.
Just to prove that it is. It's
Glenfarclas 25. Nice addition there. Yeah, the Springbank is different. All right, let's get to the Dewars.
yeah. So Glenfarclas.
Oh my god, the nose on this Dewars is just phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta say, Glendronach comes close.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet, so I'm going back through one at a time. The Glenlivet's not even close.
No, it's so muted.
It's just a different experience.
Yeah.
It's really good. The Glendronach. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. The nose is very close.
Yeah, close. I gotta say, Glenlivet's sweetness.
No,
just,
man, the
just
Dewars.
as an aside, the Glenlivet sweetness is really good.
I might prefer that palette over all of them, actually, the Glenlivet. So the Glendronach. Oh, see? This is exactly what I was saying. On the palate, the Glendronach's sweetness intensifies as you get to the finish. Mm-hmm. And it almost, I'm not saying it actually does, but it almost reaches the point of becoming cloying. The Dewars doesn't do that. Like, it reaches its peak just before it hits the finish, and then it starts fading. The Dronach actually gets more intense as it goes through the palate, and then it starts fading. And I think that's something, right? And that is something that I think lends itself more to drinkability. I think that the Dewars in some ways makes me wanting more.
This is a great exercise. This is. I mean, like, I'm loving this. This is why I come here, right? For people who, I'm it's sad to say the non-age stated stuff is coming out, and that's kind of more common these days. But what you're missing from that is what we're trying to describe here.
Yeah.
Where
It's experience.
yeah, the richness that comes through, the balance that comes through, the age cannot be kind of bypassed in any way. I'm gonna admit something which I thought I wouldn't be doing I gotta say the Dewars is pretty phenomenal. I mean, like, I would say I could probably nitpick about various different categories.
I think I actually prefer it.
But man, the flavor that they've created, that richness, they honed in on the idea of, okay, we're going to get ripe fruit and we're going to throw that at you and we're going to bring the full-on power of 32 years and we're going to give it to you straight.
And then blend it. And then blend it to perfection. That's what I keep going back to is, okay, I think the standouts here, I mean, not the standouts, but the ones that are most similar are the Glendronach and the Dewars.
Right.
And the difference between them, again, is the fact that the Glendronach, to me, gets slightly cloying.
But you still get that rich...
You get the same rich flavor on both. But the Glendronach on the finish becomes too much sweet.
No, there's a
the Dewars brightens up on the finish.
There's a depth and nuance here that happens. On
the Dewars?
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I do have to pick the Dewars here as well.
That is good. The Dewars is good.
Yeah.
Dewars is good.
Can I try the Glenfarclas?
It's funny because it's like you almost don't want to admit it because of the hype.
Oh.
But
it's different.
Yeah.
It's so
brighter.
It's bright. It's flower. You're not talking about, you're not building a flavor profile around bright fruits, summer fruits.
No, but this is more close than the Glenlivet or the Springbank.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. Glenfarclas. I mean, like, I love it.
This is possibly my second favorite to the Dewars at this point.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pick right now. I mean, all of these are great.
This is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but I mean,
we're drinking, like, the amount of age on this table is insane. We're drinking some extremely old scotches.
Has to be over 100.
I think what we've shown here is that, yes, Dewars, despite their reputation as being a bargain brand for a lot of things, their premium releases, like this 32-year-old, is phenomenal.
You can't deny it.
I almost want to say worth the price.
I actually think it is.
Dang it! Now I have to gotta go get it.
I know.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of other well-aged things. They've got like a 22 and I think a 27 year.
27, yeah.
So
because 27 won an award a couple of years ago.
It's really good stuff, man. Even if it is blended, I think that they nailed it with that.
No, don't say even if it's. Say maybe because it is blended.
Because it's blended.
Perhaps the craftsmanship is coming through. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
It is coming through.
It is.
Dude.
You're right.
This is the art of distilling, or this is the mastery of blending.
I feel like that weird, I don't know, gatekeeping stuff is more prevalent in the United States. I never felt that in the UK, or I don't feel that overseas. I feel like
I don't know. I think there's Scotch snobs everywhere.
You think so?
And I think people just need to realize, like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
If it's good, it's good.
If it's good, it's good. And this Dewars 32 is definitely good. Jules, take us out.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you like this episode, or a thumbs down. Just let us know either way. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. Hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever you have new videos uploaded. Also consider joining Curiosity Private, which is our membership program here on YouTube. It really does help our channel out. We're also selling t-shirts. So that's another great way to help us out.
Dylan has one on right now.
Right, Dylan's got one. Link in the description down below. Check out our podcast on the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
By Dewars.
Oh.
It's so rich.
Yeah.
It's richness that you're paying for.
Yeah.
And I almost need to go buy 2 bottles and put it into a 750 so that I have enough.
I actually agree with you guys.
I think I'm gonna have to.
Is this gonna make it to your shelf?
I think this is gonna be bottle number 11.
Really, the Dewars?
Which is unheard of, man. I'm usually on 10. And the app launches and crashes.
Out of stock.
Wow. All right.